What's up, guys? Matt and Jay here from Team YGO Newbs, bringing you a Atlantean Mermail deck profile.
Um, we've gone to locals for the past few weeks, maybe a couple months. Every time we go to locals, I top with this deck, and we usually end up splitting the packs after that. So I've never officially come in first, but I feel like if we had played it out, I may have ended up coming in first.
Not a good chance.
Not trying to sound cocky, but the one time we almost dueled, I was going against the Chaos Dragon deck, which I had just gone against before the top four. So there was a high chance that I was going to win. So without further ado, we'll get right into the deck profile. Really fun deck. I really love the deck. It's super fun to play. I don't play it because it's top tier. Even if they get hit hard by the ban list, I'm still going to play them. Start off the deck, we got 3 Mermail Bisteus. One of the most key cards in the deck, because you only need to discard 1 to summon him. He's one of the level 7s. Add one, you search out your Mermails with him. He's a good wall for most decks that, focus around level 4s that don't have very high attack. Summon him in defense. It's got 2400 defense. You can stall out until you get something you can do with him. Really nice card. Next, we've got 2 Abyss Megalo. You could run 3 if you want. I've never seen the point in running 3.
Too cloggy.
Too cloggy. I've seen deck profiles on YouTube. Some people run 2, some people run 3. I feel like it'd be a dead draw most of the time. One of the most key cards in the deck, because he's one of the level 7s, so he's useful for the XZ summoning. He's got 2400 attack. If you tribute a water monster, you can attack twice. And then you search out an Abyss spell or trap. So he's really, really good. Then we play the 1 Abyss lead. Don't really summon him out of the hand too often. Usually go into him with Abyss Lind. Nice 2700 B stick though. Next we've got 3 Mermail Abyss Pike. I find this card really, really, really useful. Just because when you summon, you drop 1 water monster from your hand, whatever that may be, to summon, or not summon, add 1 level 3 water monster from your deck to your hand. It's just a really good card. Next I play the 1 Mermail Abyss Turge. I never ran him before until recently. I never really saw the point until I found that my Atlanteans were always in my graveyard when I needed them most. And Abyss Turge really, really helps with that, to recycle them to your hand to go off into more plays to control the field. Next we play 3 Abyss Lind. One of the best cards in the deck, if not the best. Really useful for any play in the deck. If you draw into her with Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute, Creature Swap, you instantly have plays right there. You can get any Mermail out of your deck with her when she's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Next we play 3 Gund. Gund is really, really useful if you draw into anything to discard her with any of your higher level Mermails in the graveyard, because you can just summon them right back out of the graveyard with her. Onto the Atlantean support, play the 1 Dragoons, because you search out Sea Serpents with them. Play the 3 Marksmen to pop back row or set monsters, whatever that may be.
I freaking hate that card.
Play 3 Infantry for getting over high attack monsters, i.e. Luster Soldier, Judgment Dragon, Dark Arm Dragon, whatever your opponent may pull out, just throw the fish right at their face.
Fishy fish.
That's it for the Atlantean support. Next we play the 1 Tidal.
Because why not?
Because he's good.
It's a water deck. It's like playing a light deck with Honest.
Wish he didn't get hit by the ban list. He's useful. He's a rank 7 level 7 rather. Really easy to summon out by banishing 2, which with the Atlantean support, it's not really too big of a loss. Though I don't draw into him often, I'm debating on whether or not I should take him out for the new Fish Princess that's coming out in Primal Origins, so I can pull out the Abyss Spikes from my deck. Next I run 2 Aqua Spirit. This card is ridiculously useful. Make Bahamut Shark all day, make Dire Wolf all day, make anything all day. So useful. Banish 1, instant rank 4. It's just good. And then you play the 1 Diva for Synchro, That's all I really run it for. That's it for the monsters. I'm not quite sure exactly how many monsters I run. I didn't take a full check. For the spells, I run Dark Hole and double MST because they're staples. I also run 1 Book of Moon. I found it's ridiculously helpful if your opponent pulls out one of those monsters that you just don't want on the field. Book of Moon will save your ass.
Also stops Xyz plays.
I've so many times does my opponent pull out a monster that I don't want on the field, and then I draw into marksman, either with Abyss Megalo on the field or with Abyss Teus in my hand. It's good. Play 2 Lance for protecting your monsters or getting over high attack monsters. It's really a diverse card.
Offensive Lance is pretty funny.
It's good. Next, I play 2 Creature Swap because Creature Swap in this deck is ridiculously good. It's trolly and good. If you have an Abyssland on the field and your opponent has, say, a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, first turn they'll summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then you draw into Abyssland with Creature Swap. You Creature Swap. Abyssland goes to their side of the field. You get the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Attack. They take 1,500. And then you summon an Abyss Lead from your deck and attack for another 27. It's also good for Acid Golem if you go Bahamut Shark, then Acid Golem and Creature Swap. It's just mean. And then last we play the 1 Salvage. Because Salvage. For traps we play 3 Abyss Sphere for searching out your Mermails. Abyssland goes to the graveyard, she summons 1 out. You Abyss Sphere Abyssland, and she goes to the graveyard to search 1 out, or you can just use it for Xyz plays. 2 Mirror Force for getting rid of your opponent's monsters, and a Bottomless Trap Hole because it speaks for itself. That's it for the main deck. 42 cards in the main deck. Onto the extra deck. I run 1 Abyss Strike. Some people run 2. I find that 1 is more than enough. Don't really go into her too often. She's useful for recycling your Mermails, though. 1 Leviathan Dragon, because he's pretty good. 2,500 attack normally, but if you can keep him on the field long enough, he's 3,000 B-Stick. Acid Golem, for the creature swap plays, is really, really good. You burn your opponent for 2,000 every turn, and then they can't special summon or anything, and he just sits there. 1 Cowboy, because you can burn for 800, or if your opponent's monster's attack is low enough, you can get over it with Cowboy. Dire Wolf, which I find myself going on into a lot. You pop him to pop 1 card your opponent controls, and then attack with Megalo or Lead or whatever you may have on the field. Black Ship of Corn, because he's good. Maestro, because Maestro
for president.
Papilloperative, because Papilloperative. Useful for getting over, if your opponent's playing on the defensive, you just keep Papilloperative. Bahamut Shark, because Bahamut Shark into Acid Golem into Creature Swap is good. Also, you can go Bahamut Shark into Abyss Strike, and she can
Very stally.
Yeah, very stally. 1 Pearl, because he's a nice Nice 26B stick.
Gets over Opium.
I play 2 Abiscaios. Not many people do.
Mass.
I love Abiscaios. He's won me a lot of games. He's really, really, really good. I don't know why most people don't run 2. Maybe because they never find themselves going into them.
He stops everything.
He does. He stops pretty much everything. Dracosac. Because Dracosac, I mean, why wouldn't you run him in a level 7 deck? He's good. And then Big Eye to take your opponent's monsters, because they don't need them. You need them more. And then the one synchro we run is Cataster, because Cataster can get over a lot of stuff if your opponent's not playing a dark deck. If they're playing darks, then don't go into Cataster. That's all I can really say. He's useful for getting over anything. And that's it for my Atlantean Mermail deck profile.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Tell us what you thought, comment, like the video, subscribe, and keep it strange.